Welcome back to the And Also podcast with your hosts, me, Summery Dean, Sheyda Fasari, and Madeline Guiney. So grab a drink and get cozy. You have now entered the group chat.
Hi guys, and welcome back to And Also. We are here for episode 8. I cannot believe it. We're like almost near our like first 10 episodes. That's insane.
We're gonna need to do a celebratory episode
like a
thing.
I don't know, like cake or something.
A 10 episode celebration.
10-isode?
10-isode. It's like Tinfinity.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
This has been great. Guys, so much feedback. Have you guys been getting messages?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
People were freaking out about, sometimes we'll put like screenshots or recorded videos of our group chat, which we have. And we recently, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to the anglerfish moment that's been happening.
Oh my God.
It brought me and Madeline to tears.
So emotional.
And the devil over here.
Didn't like it at all.
Okay, well, she's so cute.
Yeah, like in a really devilish, demonic, really ugly way.
She's 4 inches.
And
she's
she
like
swam
this
from the
big.
bottom of the ocean. She used her dying breath to be able to see the top of the ocean. Wow. Heartless. And I didn't expect that from you.
Yeah. Well, expect the unexpected.
Anyways, did you see the one I sent you today on TikTok of
the little story?
Steve Irwin waiting for her on
oh my God.
you guys
are ridiculous. Well, we have a lot to get into this episode. We're going to talk about what's in, what's out. What else are we talking about?
Spring break.
So spring is coming.
Yes.
So we thought we should debase ourselves by telling you a horrifying spring break story.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And then we were going to get into some of the things we love right now in spring. Something that's happening right now in the world, spring break related, that's kind of so scary for me.
Yep.
And then we have a couple other fun things.
We've got a fun game. I'm going to.
She hasn't told us about it.
They have no idea what's coming, but it's gonna be fun. So.
Also, guys, I'm sorry if you hear a sniffle. I am sick. Not good.
We hope you feel better. Spring is about to be here.
Which is so scary because I swear to God, yesterday was like New Year's Eve or something.
January felt really long, and then I feel like now everything is just flying by.
And the weather is not nice. It's freezing.
Yeah.
I feel like normally by this time we're at least like solid 60s.
It was almost going to snow this week.
I think it still is.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
tomorrow.
I actually love that. God, I hope everything shuts down. I love it when the city shuts down.
My favorite season in this whole city is spring. Because everything turns this like vibrant green and it's like so really lively. I remember when we first moved here freshman year, that first spring, I mean, granted it was the best spring that my entire life, right? We've talked about this, like peak life. But like the weather itself and everybody's just like out on patios and you're sipping a margarita, a bar taco margarita, and life is just good.
They make the best margaritas in town, actually.
Oh,
they
100%.
do. The first drink outside, though, once it starts to get nice, and they're like, do you want to sit inside or outside? And you're like, let's do outside. And the sun is shining, and it's 4 o'clock, and you're just like, wow, life is good. God is good. I can breathe again.
The vibe is high. Like things are buzzing.
Literally, I'm getting buzzed thinking about it. Like I'm giddy.
The feeling is electric.
Yeah.
It is electric.
Yeah.
What wasn't electric was our spring break that year.
No.
Was it that year? It was that year.
It was like,
I think it was sophomore year. Sophomore year spring break was a trip to remember.
Yeah, because I don't think we knew each other well enough to go on a trip like that freshman year. I don't think we would have come back.
No. Well,
in
it
one
was
piece.
still a hard time to come back from.
We have to talk about it.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't remember or don't know, I'm a couple years older than these gals. I'll be 33 this year, which means that when we started college, I was the only 21-year-old. I had traveled after high school. So I'm the only one with a real ID. And we're like, let's go to NOLA for spring break. That's a great idea. So we drive, what is it, like 7 hours?
I think it's like 8 hours.
Yeah.
It's a trek.
We loaded into your blacked out, lifted Tahoe.
Yep.
With
the Chevy Tahoe
loud muffler.
Yep.
Feeling gangster.
Yep. That was the
with
vibe.
our like pre-packed snacks.
Yeah. We were listening to like J. Cole, like It was
just
a vibe.
to set the vibe.
It was a vibe, just to set the vibe. Yeah, we didn't plan to really spend any money on food during this trip because we were all very broke. I don't really know what hotel we stayed at. That was janky.
We shared a motel, I'm pretty sure. It was bad.
We shared a motel. You're exactly right.
And we
it was
brought,
like a 2 double bed motel situation.
We brought protein bars, like just packs, like bulk size, so that we didn't have to eat. I think we went out to eat one time, and we were like, let's split the salad.
We had our friend at the time who worked at Panera give us like the 3-day leftover croissants and stuff so that we could have food for free.
Yeah.
So we're like literally eating stale croissants and bagels as like our little pregame snack, hoping that it covers us for the night.
So I don't know what night. Was this the first night? I think it was the very first night.
It was night
Yeah,
one.
because
It was night one.
It was night one because the stakes were high.
The stakes were very, very high. And we were, of course, at this point hammered. We hadn't had any problems so far in any bar that we went to. And somehow the topic of conversation became how no one other than myself had been to a strip club. And we were walking down Bourbon Street. And I was like, perfect. Like, we'll just walk into the next one that pops up. Like, that's a great
They're
idea.
a dime a dozen in New Orleans.
Yeah, they're everywhere on every street corner.
And we're already drunk at this point, right?
Oh, yeah.
We've been going in and out of bars, getting the hurricanes.
Getting the grenades.
Yeah.
Yep. For the purposes, it was us 3 and one other. We'll call her Snooki. She's a cute little brunette she's not from New Jersey.
Connecticut.
But anyways, a little Italian. And we come up to the strip club, and the bouncer himself, if you don't know who this is, you'll have to look it up, from the Austin Powers movie, was the spitting image of Fat Bastard. That was the security guard. Okay.
His name was Clint.
Oh, I can't believe you still remember his
I will
name.
never
Clint.
forget Clint my entire
We
life.
walk up to Clint, aka Fat Bastard, and I hand my ID over, and which is a real one, and then Madeline hands hers over, and he's like, "Yeah, no."
No, he tests me. He's
did
like,
he?
He's like, is this a fake ID? And I was like, no. And he's like, I'll give you one more chance to tell me if this is a fake or not. And I'm like, it's not. Because I'd never really had any ID trouble before.
Yeah.
So I'm walking in there with
Confidence.
so much confidence.
All the confidence.
So much blind confidence. And I'm like, nope, scan it if you want. And he was like, well, I don't need to because I know it's a fake. And I gave you a chance to get it back. And you've ruined your chance. So now I'm going to take it and you can scurry along. And I was like, what the fuck? And so then I'm like, okay, well, now I got to beg for my life to Clint because I need this ID because we are here for 4 more days. And I'm not going to be down an ID in the fun city while all my friends are going out.
Well, you only had the one, right? I think a couple of us had 2.
Yeah.
We had like
I
doubles.
think I had 2,
person
but I
who doesn't
didn't have
order
it
them
with
from
me.
gives the 2.
I had 2, but I did not have the second one
which
with me.
is a huge issue on your part.
Listen, live and you learn.
True.
Yeah. Yes.
So then you proceed to
Hindsight.
beg.
So I proceed to beg. I'm like, Clint, let's get to know each other a little bit. I'm only here for a couple of days. Let's talk this out. We can come to an agreement on what you need. If it's cash, we can get that. And he's like, let me think about it. Come back in 30 minutes and I'll think about it. And we were like, okay,
Which is
cool.
an unbelievable thing
Yeah,
to do to
it
us.
was just such a power trip in this man's mind. Like he just was oozing grease out of every orifice of his body. Disgusting. Ponytail.
Fat bastard. Just
disgusting.
Google it. You'll understand.
He was just enjoying it so much.
He was
like,
giddy.
come back in 30 minutes and I'll see how I feel about this.
I'll see how I feel about it. So we're just like pacing up and down the street for 30 minutes. Like, what are we going to do? What are we going to say? Like, I don't know. So we come back in 30 minutes and I walk up. I'm like, let me talk to Clint alone. Like, I don't want him to be overwhelmed by everybody. So I push them behind me and I'm just mano-y-mano with Clint here. And I'm like, okay, what do you want? I can go get cash right now if that's your price. And he said, I want 4 pairs of panties.
No, he said 3.
Oh, he said 3. So sorry. He said 3. That's
It's
important.
very important
here.
because there's 4 of us.
Yes. He said, I want 3 pairs of panties.
No. Dirty panties.
Well,
That
he
is
just
what
said-
he said.
He said panties. I didn't even think about getting new ones, but he said he wanted 3 pairs. And with tears in my eyes, I'm like, well, I'm not wearing underwear.
And you never do.
And he just looked over my shoulder at the 3 girls who are now talking to men and goes, well, you better hope you have good friends. And I turned back to them and they're like, what do you say? What do you say? And I'm like, he wants your panties. And Sheyda like jumps into stage mom mode. She's like, all right, Clint, let us into the bar so we can take our underwear on. Didn't even question it. She's like, everyone take their pants off.
Everyone take their pants off. Let's get this fucking show on the road.
And he wouldn't let us in. He's like, no, you're not 21. You can't come in. I'm like,
yeah, how are we supposed to get our panties off? And he was like, you better figure it out. And I was like,
he said, there's a bathroom in the pizza shop across the street.
Yeah,
you can go.
You did actually say that. Thank you.
It is a single stall, just one toilet and one sink. It's like literally
in a tiny like corner alley, disgusting pizzeria. Mm-hmm. It's not like a yummy, like there's definitely rats running around in there.
Rats and roaches.
So the four of us scurry into this disgusting place.
I don't know why I was even in there.
Into a 1x1 stall, quite frankly. It was the tiniest thing ever. The second we close the door, people from outside are screaming, cocaine, they're doing cocaine. Snooki, the fourth friend, starts to bawl. And I'm ripping my underwear off. I'm like, let's go, ladies. Let's get this show on the road. She starts to watch. She goes, it's my favorite pair of Victoria's Secret underwear. And I'm like, Snooki, if you don't take off your panties and give them to me, I'm going to take them off for you. We have very little time. There's no more time. We're dealing with Fat Bastard at the strip club. We need 3 pairs of fucking panties.
And he could change his mind at any moment. Yeah. We don't know what's going to happen when we get up these with these panties.
We need to do this quickly. Like, what happens if he's no longer on his shift and we have 3 pairs of dirty panties for Joe? Fat Bastard's gone. So basically, I bully her, unfortunately, into taking off her panties. I take off my panties. She's still crying. So we have 2 criers.
I just felt so bad.
She's got her panties off.
It was fun. I was having fun, to be honest.
For some reason, she's having the time of her life. I'm just trying to mom the situation. I'm trying to get us the ID back because all I can think about is the next 3 days of her crying while we go out to the bars and she sits in our scary, scary motel, maybe sex traffic. No one knows. And so then, I go to hand her these panties and she goes, I can't do it. I go, what? You got to get your ID back. And she's crying. I can't do it. I can't give him the panties. It can't be me. And I'm like, well, today's the day. I have my altercation with Fat Bastard, mano y mano.
2 other girls' panties in one hand and my fake ID in the other.
Yeah.
They're in the middle of the street.
We walk back. It's me panties in one hand, him ID in the other, and I'm going, give me the ID, and he's going, give me the panties.
They're in a standoff. They each have one hand on the other. It's disgusting.
And then at this point, I'm mad. Like, I'm like, what the fuck are you even going to do with these panties? And he was like, I'm going to sell them on the black market. I go, for what? He goes, $20 a pop.
I said, we would have given you $60. It was about the money.
I'll give you $60. And he goes, I want the panties. And I'm like,
don't say you're going to sell them.
Sick man. That's not why you're not selling them, you sicko. And so I have now one hand on his hand with the ID. He's got his hand on my hand with the undies. And I go, okay, we're going to count to 3. And count to 3, we both rip the other thing out of the other person's hand. And I immediately start cursing his name to the Lord Jesus Christ, telling him about all the horrible things are going to happen to him. And I'm running off. I think Snooki and Madeline are still crying. And I'm like, let's go. Next bar. We're doing shots. We got to get out of this funk. And that was probably story from hell, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Story from hell, but one of my favorite stories.
One of my favorite stories. And then, of course, because I tell my mother everything, on the drive home from New Orleans, I tell her this, and she says 2 really obvious things. She goes, why didn't you just walk to the lingerie store that I'm sure is 2 doors down, buy 3 pairs of panties and rub them in the street and hand them to him? And I was like, well, Mom, that was a great thought. But we were, 4 or 5 drinks deep in the middle of NOLA, about to bare knuckle box Fat Bastard. So it wasn't the top of my list of things to think about.
But it is crazy because literally every tchotchke store
had underwear,
flashing in your face.
Yeah. And then she was like, why didn't you go tell a group of men that there was a pervert trying to get your dirty underwear? And I was like, didn't think of that either, Mom. Mm. So
there wasn't a lot of reasoning on that trip to begin with.
No.
Yeah, that was honestly
But you want to know what?
It was a hard ride for everybody.
You guys stepped up. You put your panties on the line for me.
Yeah, we did.
And I had that ID for the rest of college.
They're in that man's closet.
Yeah, I would love to know what he did with them.
Ugh. Or they're on the black market, like you said.
They're not.
Going for top dollar.
No, I saw on TikTok the other day this girl who was making tons of money just squishing things in her high heels.
I saw this. She's like, best business decision I've ever made. She's just in a stiletto in the kitchen.
It's just calf down, and she's just squishing like
You
Jell-O.
should do that. You have great feet and ankles.
You have skinny ankles.
Guys, Aaron, should we talk after this about you filming me with some Jello and squishing the?
I'll have to give you a different pricing structure for your OnlyFans account, but sure.
I love how Sheyda goes straight to I need the highest quality content I can.
Yeah.
Like I have to get our production studio
I can't
in for
just
my
set up the iPhone.
Yeah. Amateur hour over here. She's like, no, straight to the top.
If you're gonna do it, you might as well do it.
Yeah, you got to get.
I wish
high quality.
I wish I had the mindset to be able to do that.
People
I think about it at least once a month.
People are weird, but you can make money doing anything, and people eat that up. Like, what's a weird thing that we could do? Like,
Seriously,
stick
just
our hands in
squish-
Jell-O?
Yeah, just stick your
But
hands
I think
in
it's the
Jell-O.
feet.
I think
people like,
people are
but
feet.
it's not even like toes are out. It's literally just stiletto.
No, yeah, there's no toes.
Oh.
She's just literally in heels. There's no identifying markers. It's just heels stepping on different food. It's really interesting.
There's people making a lot of money for like eating something and then just letting it fall out of their mouth instead
That's
of
horrible.
chewing it. Yeah.
That's horrible.
Not showing anything. Just like eating it and then it just falls.
And here we are.
Trying to make an honest living. What the fuck?
Trying to make an honest living. God bless.
Terrible.
Well, kind of in that same vein, Sheyda was just bringing this up. The girl, the Bonnie Blue girl that's been doing
This girl
these
blew up
like
over spring break too.
crazy.
Have you heard about this?
I've heard bits and pieces.
So this girl, she's a 25-year-old British woman who was married, and she was working in, I want to say marketing? Oh no, recruitment. And
She's recruiting.
well, she left her husband, moved to Australia, and then started posting on like adult sites, and then went viral because she posted like, "Hey boys, come see me here, and I'll during spring break, and we'll see how many I can get through." 28 guys the first time, and then she just did 1,000 guys in one day, 24 hours.
God, I couldn't do that.
It's so scary what like the world is becoming. It's so scary. Like that's and people, I don't know.
I hope
It's
if
terrifying.
she did that, I hope she made a lot of money from it.
It's not worth that.
It might be to her, who knows? The attention, again, who knows what it is, but I hope she got out of that whatever she wanted.
Well, after she did 100 in a day, so I did see this. I saw that she had done 100 in a day, and at the end of it, she was like sobbing. She was like overwhelmed, and she was like, it was not a sexy thing. Like she was like really not okay.
Well, then why sign up for 1,000?
Because she ended up going on this other podcast and she was talking about it, and she was like, I was just like overwhelmed from the day, but like truly it was like the best day of my life. And I'm like,
I feel like it has to be
ill.
rage bait.
No, she has to be mentally ill.
well, also think about it. If she didn't enjoy it, I don't think as many men would show up. Like part of the appeal is that she's like, I love to get railed by
No,
I think Ben would show up either
I can't
way.
do that.
But I'm just saying, like, I think part of it is like she has to, like, it has to be like she like wants to do it. Do you know what I
It's
mean?
so upsetting.
You want to know what's odd is I actually saw a point of view from a guy that went. Yeah, and I think he said he left because I think he was saying that there were multiple guys in the room with her at the same time, and he thought it was going to be like one-on-one.
Oh.
Yeah, it might have been the day she did the 1,000, but yeah, it was an odd. I'm like, what am I watching?
I mean,
why is this on my For You page?
Literally, I don't even know how much time that would allot per person. Like, what does that even equate to? 24 hours?
It was, as someone did the math, it was like a minute and 10 seconds or something.
Wow,
What the fuck?
that's crazy.
It's mental illness. That's the only thing I can come up with. Seriously. There's so much mentally around that. I don't know. I can't even. But isn't that crazy?
She needs to see someone.
Talk about a crazy spring break.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
too much.
Unfortunately, we're living our grandma lifestyle now, so we don't have to worry about anything
Yeah.
like that.
Now what we do is we text each other our most exciting nighttime routine.
What kind of supplements we're taking.
Yeah.
Lame stuff.
I have really started to believe in oregano oil because I'm sick right now.
Sheyda, I've been saying oregano oil.
It's huge.
Wait, tell me about it. I don't know about it.
It like kills everything. It kills every bit of bacteria. It kills everything. So obviously I'm sick right now and I'm refusing to take antibiotics. But I did twice. I did like an oregano oil, like diffusing, like in water. And I just I put a towel over my head and did steam for 15 minutes.
Like
and
over the oven? Or the
like a pot
stove?
Yeah. And then I ordered oregano oil, like capsules that you can digest. Cause it's really like, if you even just like digest a drop of pure essential oregano oil, you're probably gonna puke. Like it's.
I did it with I cut it with olive oil. So I do like just a tiniest little drop, and then I cut it with olive oil and put it under my tongue, which is.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, it is very strong.
It's very strong.
But it's supposed to be like a natural antibiotic. It's really good.
It's really good for you. And then I also have been doing colloidal silver, which is really good for you. So I've been doing that in the morning, that at night, and then zinc, a bunch of other stuff. I took like 50 different vitamins this morning, and quite frankly, my stomach has not been happy with me all day, but I just had pretzels, so I feel pretty great.
I was doing the black seed oil, which
that's what it's cut with.
Thymoquinone is like the property in it, and apparently that has like a lot of anti-cancer benefits to it. So I've been trying to do that like once a more, like a little shot of it in water, and then also my sauerkraut.
Oh God!
I really
literally first thing I do, I wake up, I have a glass of water and just like a big scoop of sauerkraut.
Sick. And she doesn't like olives, which is crazy.
I don't.
Have you tried sauerkraut?
No,
me either.
Wait, why?
I know
it's cabbage.
Well, now that you said it that way,
I don't like cabbage.
Sauerkraut.
I don't like cabbage regularly. I definitely don't think I'd like it pickled.
It's so good. Give it a whirl. Try it.
Did you like sea moss?
I did the sea moss because you sent me something and recommended it. I just finished it.
Yeah, me too. I was gonna say that was one thing I've been doing is sea moss, which is supposed to have like 90.
Good for your skin too. Oh no, I'm saying isn't it good for your skin?
Oh, I thought you were saying I have something on my skin. I'm like, I don't know, but I just saw it on TikTok, and the girl was like, it has 99% of all of the natural minerals that we're supposed to have in our body or something. So it's supposed to be really
I take
good.
that too.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Sheyda, you know colloidal silver is like a gateway drug, right? Have you seen that documentary, Mother God?
No.
Oh yeah, don't you turn blue?
Drug?
You turn blue.
You don't turn blue.
Yeah.
Wait,
You
Sheyda.
don't. Guys,
You
please,
did not give me the warning label when you let
You
me
should
borrow
see this
that.
lady when she died. She was blue.
No. It's if you take too much of it. The person who turned blue took like an exorbitant amount. It's like when you say you can OD on marijuana. The amount you would have to take is insane.
Well, she was a prophet. You would think she would be safe.
Please don't chat with me about profits and stuff. I'm not going down that road. The camera's on me.
The colloidal silver prophet.
Oh,
Wow.
a profit.
Wait, I didn't know that. Yeah, if you're going to be giving out woo-woo medications, you got to.
No, there
Tell me
is
the warning
there
label.
is no danger of you turning blue if you just follow.
I was feeling a little.
No.
Off
Oh, God bless. God bless it all. What have been your favorite things during your nighttime routine?
I've been really into dry brushing. My legs in the winter can get so dry. It's painful. And I've been into dry brushing, and it has been amazing.
But the act of dry brushing it kind of hurts.
But it's one of those things that like hurts so good.
What does it do?
It
Just gets rid of all your excess.
and it's good for circulation and getting rid of cellulite. It's like good for a lot of stuff, but you can do it for digestion.
Yeah, like I do it like after the shower or before the shower.
Yeah.
I just love that everything we need to feel good is already here. Like we don't need anything
Here
crazy.
she goes.
You know,
She's going infinity.
we like everything that we need comes from the earth.
Summer.
But doesn't it? Your
It does,
oregano
actually.
oil.
I actually do agree. I actually do agree.
I'm just saying.
But you're talking to the person that doesn't believe. I don't trust the government, and I don't trust big pharma, and I want to fight everybody about
And that's why we're
all
taking
the
oregano
medication.
oil.
Yep. Yeah. Yes.
I
mean,
don't
it
know
does.
how I got on oregano oil. I think I saw it on Instagram from a woo-woo girl I know. But I've had it for like 2 years.
I sent everybody this video of this boy. I think he has Crohn's disease, and he did like a high school project about oregano oil and how he like puts it in his belly button, and I don't know, it's like helps a lot of his issues. Guys, I'm not going to get this completely correct because I don't remember the video exactly. Just so everyone.
Little boy with Crohn's
But he had like
disease.
the high school science project, you know, where you like everyone does one and you do in the gym and the parents come and see whatever. And his was on how oregano kills bacteria. And like the teacher his science teacher couldn't believe like the results. And then I went down a deep dark hole about it, and now I love oregano oil.
You want to know what's crazy about that? Like, is having Crohn's embarrassing for him to tell like his whole high school, be like, I have Crohn's? Like,
I don't know. I think that's the same as like me saying I have PCOS.
no, doesn't Crohn's like make you poop your pants?
No, it's not.
No.
I was like, wow, he's so open about his diagnosis. I thought that was like literally
You
they
guys,
have like
this
the
is
worst.
like 3 episodes in a row where we've said horribly false facts into the microphone.
Well, I didn't say it was a fact. I just
With
thought that's what
such
it was.
confidence.
I think it's just pain, like really bad pain with digestion,
No,
right?
it's an autoimmune issue. And
Y'all literally don't know what you're talking about.
Crohn's is autoimmune.
No, that part's right.
But not the pain with digestion.
Yeah, but it's not just that.
Yeah,
like people have a hard
Okay,
time
so
with
I'm
bowel.
partly correct.
Yeah.
We're not doctors, okay?
Yeah.
We're not doctors. We're not geologists. We're just girls.
We are just girls.
And also
we're just girls.
we're just girls. Anyways, no, it's not embarrassing to tell people you have Crohn's disease.
Okay. Maybe he got some sympathy stuff out of it, but I would have been like, yucky.
Anyways, oregano oil is great. Don't ingest it right in your mouth because you will hurt yourself.
Yeah. What about things you hate?
Oh,
anything?
Hold on. We didn't go around and say the things that we like.
I thought you just said yours was oregano oil.
Oh. No, I was actually going to say my nighttime routine thing that I like was castor oil.
I've been doing castor oil. I've been putting it in my belly button.
I do castor oil patch over my belly button, and I also do castor oil serum on my eyelashes and my eyebrows. It's really good for hair growth. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like part of my skincare routine now.
I don't really know why I'm putting it in my belly button. I heard something about a vagus nerve, something about it being attached to your umbilical cord. Do you want to check that?
Sure.
But do you know the science behind it?
I know that there are huge health benefits across the board to castor oil.
Yeah.
Immunity.
It's supposed to help with like digestion. That's why a lot of people
It helps with digestion. People say it's really good with like helping your liver.
Mm-hmm.
It does all kinds of things. Hair growth, acne, scarring. It does a bunch of different things.
People have been using it for
People even
years.
say it like can help induce labor. It's a lot of different things.
Yeah. So Summer, you want to know why the belly button?
Yes.
I don't really know why, but it does give you instructions on exactly how to clean your belly button, so it must be a good place to put it. It says digestion, detoxification, menstrual cramps, fertility. It can put you into labor. I do know that.
Yep.
Interesting.
I know if you put it in your belly button.
No, I know someone who drank it and put themselves into labor.
Yep.
What?
So
like,
I was correct.
Kind of like colloidal silver.
Powerful drug.
Yeah, it actually is great. A magical oil, if you will.
I love that. So you've been doing that at night? I've been doing that too.
Love castor oil. I sleep with it every night.
Yeah.
On my belly button.
Does it ever leak out? Like, I feel like I'd be so worried about it getting on my sheets.
I had just one of those, it's like a pad that I would just put it on and I would wrap it around and sleep with it, and it would kind of move around at night, which was annoying. And now I have sticky pads that have gauze in the middle, and I put it on the gauze and I put it over my belly button, and then it doesn't move all night.
I free ball it. Yeah. I just sleep on my back like a corpse. And just hope
with the pad, or
I just literally drop it in my belly button and just hope for the best.
So you're getting a lot of benefits.
Yeah, guys, it's working.
Really interesting woman you are. I'm going to send you a link to the pads.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Do you use like the golden castor oil, or have you just any castor oil? Okay.
Yeah. Send me the link.
We'll talk after.
You know what I've been using because Madeline told me about it?
What?
It's the Hatch alarm. I got it last night.
I actually need to get one, guys.
Wait, so you told me to get it, but it basically is this alarm that plays beautiful sounds in the morning and it brightens as you wake up. So like it'll start, you can set how quickly it brightens your room. So like if you wanted to wake up at 6 a.m, you could start at 5:30 and it'll like gradually build. And then the alarm will go off and it like gently. The other day, I had my alarm, like before I got the Hatch alarm, I had my phone set on high right next to my ear. I was in the deepest sleep of my life. I was in the best dream I've ever been in. I don't remember what it was, but I just remember it was great. And I woke up gasping with so much anxiety, just like, and also the worst is when you don't know where it freaking is. So you're just like,
it just keeps going off.
And it's just going off. And I sleep next to Josh and he's like waking up and he barely, it literally jump starts you. Like my heart was racing. I'm like, I need to find something else.
I'm scared that if I get it, it won't wake me up, because I'm the person who has to set 12 alarms and they're like, it's like 5:30, 5:33, 5:35, 5:43, 5:45. Like,
yeah, that's the worst part about ever having a sleepover at Sheyda's house is the legit firing squad that goes off. That
and it's like,
and you're waking
like
up every time.
It's not like just normal alarms. It's Led Zeppelin, AC/DC. It's like
those songs traumatize me. I know exactly the ones that you have, and every time I hear them, it's like a little bit of a, where am I?
It's not peaceful. Everything else is really peaceful. It's a peaceful experience.
But you wake up early often. Like we go to the gym really early and
with 75 alarms.
Are you still doing 75 alarms?
Oh yeah.
You should try the Hatch. On a morning that you don't have to be anywhere, try it.
Okay.
Because
I will.
Nick has literally said that it is life-changing for him.
I will.
It's so
Sophia
peaceful.
also lives by it.
The hatch? You have a hatch?
Sophia's visiting today.
Yes. And I just switched back to it last night, and it's life-changing.
Why'd you get away from it?
Because I was traveling, and I didn't bring it with me.
Yep.
And I used,
Oh.
but I was using my phone for the past like 5 days, and I finally just set it up again, and it's,
Magical.
the way I woke up was night and day from the way I woke up
I'll be
2
ordering one
days
this
ago.
evening.
I want to know what you got your like early morning, like the thing that you set it on, the wind down and the thing that you set it on to wake up. Because you know how you can like change it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
customize
so I
it?
have some odd song for the first like
Why
10
are they
minutes.
like so nerdily titled too? It's like 90s
like-
morning sunrise.
Actually, I
Wake
can-
up to the Backstreet Boys like alarm clock sound.
Mine, there's no words involved. I can't have anybody speaking to me. But I have my nightly unwind is the sound of stars. And then it goes directly into brown noise until I wake up. And then it's a orange light that's really bright. And I don't really know. Meditative flute.
I do meditative.
Is what
Meditative flute?
Yes.
Okay, I need
unreal.
to get on meditative flute.
I don't know if it's on yours because you have the new one.
Oh, you have the 3. You might not have that flute deal.
I'll find another flute.
Why does everything sound wrong coming out of your mouth?
I know everything I'm saying today is like
Explicit.
it's a little jarring. Like what's the vibe? I don't know.
And it's your
You're in
like
funk,
it's
yeah.
your vibe.
Yeah.
It's your vibe right now. I just hope that's what I hope you know that.
because I don't have a drink in hand.
Yep. It's because you're sober.
It's just
the
because I'm
problem.
sober. Sheyda, what's been going on in your love life?
Well, what's been going on in my love life? Obviously, we talked about Cleveland last episode, which was horrific. And he actually reached out to me like 3 days after we did this episode, or did the episode, his episode. And he was like, just been thinking about you. I don't even know what it was, but I didn't even respond. I didn't even acknowledge it. It was horrible.
No response.
No response. Well, I've just been in this really, honestly, a transformative space. To be clear with everybody, I've cut off every man. There was a man I was talking to for on and off for 2 years. We call him Jason. I think actually over 2 years.
It's been longer than 2
Yeah.
years.
Wow.
It's been as long as I've been talking to Nick pretty much
So how long is that?
since 2022.
So wow.
November will, yeah.
So, and I also ended things like completely with him. And I'm in a very much like, I don't want anyone near me who isn't serious about getting to know me. And I just don't like, honestly, there was nothing that Jason was doing at the time that was wrong. He just wasn't putting in any effort. And I was like, why am I even giving this energy and attention? Because it's, at the end of the day, it is taking away energy and attention to something positive. And it does, like, I don't care like, I believe in what you put out into the universe and the energy you put out. And that giving space for that kind of energy, I think creates negative space for me.
Was there something that happened or that you saw that was
Yes, my roommate Carmen,
catalyst?
she has been talking to a man who we think is wonderful, and he just will do things around the house and is just like so kind and easygoing. And I'm just like, why am I even paying attention to anyone else when this person who's not even talking to me is treating me better than the person I've been talking to for 2 years has? Mm-hmm. And I was like, why have I been giving any attention at all to anyone who doesn't do this right off the bat?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because I do that right off the bat. So that was like the wake up call for me. I think I needed, and I feel so good about it.
Yeah.
I feel so good about it.
Because I feel like even subconsciously, even if you're not like actively looking for someone else, it gives you the security of having that one person. You know what I mean? Like I can always text this one person when I'm
Yep.
bored, or I know that they're always like available for chit chat or whatever, for attention, like a hit of attention. So it does kind of take you away or allow the gap of not having someone else or looking for someone else a little bit easier. Because like, well, I have them in my back pocket whenever I want. But I think removing it completely will give you the space to do whatever you want to do, whether that's look for someone or not. Enjoy your own
I agree.
space. Or your new roommate.
Or my new roommate. I honestly would love to just find my husband. I'm tired.
Really?
I really am. I'm very tired. Tired of the streets.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to settle. And that's like been the thing that I think I've been struggling with now being in my 30s is I'm like, I would love a person. I just will not settle for any person. And you kind of get into this, I think you especially for women, you get into the thing where you turn 30 and you're like, oh shit, the clock is ticking. I need to find a person. And you kind of go into this panic. And I think I'm kind of over it where I'm just like, I am good. Like, I'm really good. I'm happy. I would love for that to come my way. But if it doesn't, I'm okay too. Like, there's a huge difference in being alone and being lonely. Like, I am not lonely.
Yeah.
Do I want someone to come into my life? Yes. But I don't go to sleep at night and like, mourn.
I feel like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. I
I'm
feel
at
like
peace.
when you kind of shift your perspective to that, when you're just like, I'm good no matter what, when you're not like actively seeking it every single day, it actually does tend to come to you. Everybody says like,
Everyone
It's like once
says
you
it.
take the pressure off, you know what I mean? You're like, I'm good where I'm at.
Yeah.
If someone comes, they come. But
I also feel like when you take that pressure off, it allows you to really be who you are. And so anybody that doesn't absolutely obsess over who you are or like try to work their life around your life in a sense, it's like not worth being with that person.
Well, that
I'm
was
going to
the
do
thing
me.
that
I'm going to
Jason
do
was
whatever.
doing.
Yeah.
That's the thing that Jason was doing. It was always like, he does a bunch of like bodybuilding stuff, whatever. And it was just like, it was always about him. It was never, he never asked a question. There was never like any interest really in anything I was doing. But it was like he always wanted constant communication, but he would never see me. It was just this very interesting situation. And I'm like, why am I like, what am I doing? What am I doing?
Yeah.
I feel like that is the one like frustrating thing about guys that I've realized, I think, as you get older and are dating as a fully formed adult, men don't ask questions. They do not ask questions. And I remember when I first started dating Nick, he was like interrogating me, like asking follow-up questions, and I was giddy about it, but I'm like, this is the fucking bare minimum that I should be expecting from a guy. But it was so like exciting because I was like, I've been having interviews with every guy I've been on a date with recently where I'm asking them everything about their life and they're not even like, and what about you?
Right.
It's so easy to have a conversation. It's literally just, I'll ask the questions and you just say, and what about you? But no, there's no follow-up question from a guy. Most guys, I feel like these days, it's crazy.
Is that just lack of social skills? Like, actually, what is that? Is it lack of interest or is it lack of knowing how to have a conversation?
I'm not quite sure. I'm really
I mean,
not
it could have been
quite
lack
sure.
of interest.
It's very, well, I mean,
Or maybe nervousness. I'm not quite sure. And maybe women grow up having very different interactions with other women, right? Like we're so interested in getting to know each other and sharing and talking and whatever. And
it's true.
Men, you know, they I
Maybe
played
not their default.
Call of Duty last night. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really know what they're talking about, to be honest with you. The sports game. Who knows?
That was a good reference, Call of Duty.
Yeah. I'm assuming it's like either it's Star Wars, video games, sports,
fair.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty fair.
women,
Women.
if they have one. At this point, I'm not quite sure what anyone's doing.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was Cleveland's issue. I finally on Saturday, you know, I told the story, whatever, but I finally just stopped talking and it was like 10 minutes of silence. And I was like, boy, oh boy, this man hasn't asked a question in 3 days. What am I doing?
Yeah.
What am I doing?
We also love our friends, though, that get into really healthy relationships because it is so glaringly obvious of what is
Yes.
possible in a relationship, and anything that doesn't meet that is a waste of time.
Yeah.
It's a waste of time. When you see your friend being treated really well, one, you go, I am so happy for my friend. But two, you start looking at yourself and you go,
Yeah, what the hell am I doing? What the hell have I been doing?
What sewer rats have I been talking to?
Honestly, like out of everything, I love my roommate, but it's been such a good experience to see that happening because it's been like, oh,
yeah.
because he even asked me questions. Like he's become like just part of the house, and I'm like, oh, like hi. Like he like comes over to have dinner and like you know what and we're
Cooks.
just like, yeah, and asks questions and is so kind and thoughtful. Like you know I was sick today and so he was like, how can I help you? Like texted. He was like, can I? Because we have our little group chat and I'm like,
And we will talk positively about him until he does something wrong or until he puts a ring on her finger.
And then we will destroy him.
Yeah, and then that man will be shit. Cut off.
For now, we enjoy him.
Yeah, you're on notice.
He'll be nameless but positive until further notice. Anyone can get blown up at any time.
And trust me, I'm on high alert.
Yeah.
Sheyda gasses him up all day long, and it's not good for the scenario.
Yeah, we'll trim some of that out.
Well,
Don't
actually,
worry.
to be clear, I yelled at him today. I did yell. He didn't actually do anything that wrong, but I thought I should put him on his back foot a little bit.
Correct.
So
yeah, you've been real kind.
Yep,
You've been real nice.
Because a man finally asked her how her day was, so now she's thinks
No. Hey guys, that's not. Please, I'm not.
Wow.
First of
I
all,
understand.
Sophia, I'm not that easy. First of all, but I do accept less than I should. I think, but I did throw him off his game today.
To clarify,
Keep
I was
him
not
on his
calling
toes.
you easy.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
I would do the same thing.
Yeah. It's not good for some reason what these men get away with. Well, I think it's just because we're all used to that's what they get away with.
Yeah. But yeah.
I'm
glad
not
that we're
anymore.
on the outside. I
Not
feel like
anymore.
at some point we do need to revisit Jason and address the
2-year stint.
The 2-year stint. He could be a whole episode. The amount of things that come out of that man's hat.
Honestly, I think we'd have to sit down and write bullet points.
Yeah.
I don't think we could just hop in on that today.
Yeah. I will say this about him. They
don't get along.
No, he is so good at not answering a question. Like
Yes.
it is a yes or no question. And I'm like, there's no way he could get out of this. There's no way he could possibly respond with anything
He's a
but
smart guy.
yes or no. I don't necessarily think it's intelligence, but he can create a response that will dangle a carrot in front of your face and also not even acknowledge the question.
Yep.
And it's so impressive.
He's able-
Other than that, loser.
He's so non-committal and yet gives you just enough so that you believe that there is a future. He's a master manipulator.
He is really great at it. I mean, he'll come over, change the oil, he'll hang thing. I mean, and then when you say something that's like indicative of like a relationship or a future, he's like, "What?
Yeah.
What are you talking
He's like,
about?"
I barely know you.
Yeah.
It's shocking. Well, we'll be like, let's drive 18 hours to go to a wedding with my family and my best friend. And then I like on the way home, I'm like, hey, so like, are we talking? Are we dating? And he's like, hi, whoa, girl, don't get crazy on me. And I'm like,
I know you just met my Mima, but that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. Introduced me to his grandparents and then looked at me like I was high as a kite. And I was like, what's going on here? So anyways, we're looking for men who are serious. And they're out there. Guys have been failing the first 2 months, but I'm supposed to be speaking positively about men. We're going to have to start holding me accountable for that because it's not been going well, for being honest.
You've had bad experiences
Yeah.
recently. So
We're
it's fair.
healing. We're healing.
Yeah, it's a process.
They're not bad experiences. They're just learning experiences, right?
They're pretty bad.
They're bad.
They're pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
They're pretty bad.
This was bad.
Oh,
I mean, Cleveland was bad.
Cleveland was tough. We'll go ahead
why
and
do
bleep
people
that.
just do that?
We should just let that name fly, actually.
Yeah. He doesn't even, guys, he unfollowed me on everything.
Well, he's still a fan of the podcast. He left us a really good review. I hope he doesn't take it down. We need the reviews.
What a stalker. What a weirdo, actually.
Yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
We will
Just
leave
look
it
at
at
our
that.
podcast reviews.
Yeah, I think he literally said like from Cleveland, like
Is it
big
Cleveland 1, 2,
fan.
3?
Oh God,
It's so bad.
it was horrible. Sophia's face right now. I wish you guys could see it.
Did he tell you?
No, he didn't tell us.
He just left it?
He just left the review.
Yeah, we found it while we were doing podcast stuff. I go,
Ew,
"So,
what?
Sheyda, do you think this is him? The username is Cleveland123, and the comment is like, beautiful women, type of girls you want to marry.
Yeah, type of girls you can fall in love with.
Fall in
or love
even
something.
worse.
And it was,
Was
like
that before or after he visited?
that was before.
That was like 2 days after knowing
Add it to
her.
the
That was
Listen.
like within a week of knowing me. It was not
Sheyda.
good.
Yeah,
It was not
bad.
good.
We got to check to see if it's
He
still
should
up.
have been sliced in that moment.
I can't
Sophia,
believe.
tell you?
We literally were like, what the fuck is this, Sheyda? And she was like, guys, he's already coming. Please don't bring it up. Just like, let's drop it.
Yeah, we had to turn a blind eye to that.
Not good. Not good. You know, guys, I'm going to go ahead and blame some of this on my mother. And she's not going to like that. I'm going to get a phone call. But I'm going to go ahead and blame some of this on my mom. She told me that I had a bad picker and I needed to let this man show me some love. And I let it go too far. I listened for too long. That's what happened. And you know you did, Mom. You know you did.
You want to know what I said to Sheyda when she told us about this? I was like, you have been alone with your parents in Cleveland for far too long. Do not make any decisions. Just wait until you see us again and you're with your friends, then make the decision. And she's like, you're right. It's too late though.
It's too late.
Yeah.
You are right, but it is too late.
Yeah.
It's gone too far.
I mean, those things like being away from the male, like in high school, I remember when you're away from your friends or normal people or men in general, your radar starts to really drop. In high school, we were like attracted to like our teachers. We're like, these are the weirdest people on the planet. But like for some reason, my history teacher seems really nice and sweet to me, and I'd love to marry a man like him. And it's just weird. But it's because you don't interact with men, and all of a sudden, like you have an urge.
Yeah, because you went to the all-girls school. I forgot about that.
Yeah, wait, Trivia, didn't you too? Go to an all-girls high school?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. Just fact-checking
But
in
who
my
went?
brain.
Just you.
Yeah, just me.
You, Madeline.
Oh,
Yeah.
Aaron
Makes
did.
sense.
You did, Aaron?
And Carmen.
Wow.
We have a whole audience today of a gaggle of gals.
Yeah, and that's
On the
why we're
other
all
side.
yappers.
By the way, we have a little notes app like for things that we want to talk about in our episode. When we build our itinerary, if you will, for the day now, because we're so organized. You said something about man air.
Yeah, what did you mean by that?
That was like on the things that we didn't like. Oh, was that your segue?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. That was like way over my head.
God bless.
I forgot we haven't covered things we don't like yet.
Yeah.
We went on a wild tangent.
We did go on a wild tangent, but what is man air?
Well, it is, I feel like you might not have as much experience with it right now if you're not sleeping over at men's homes a lot.
I would never do that.
But it's this experience of you go over to your man's house, you're fully dressed, you're looking good, and there's nothing necessarily bad, but you leave there and your hair is discombobbled, your makeup is all messed up, even though like you haven't done anything, you didn't sleep or anything like that. You just leave way more discombobbled than you went in for no reason. Like there's just something in the air that
At a man's house.
Yeah, you just leave disheveled for some reason.
Interesting.
Sex or no sex?
I don't know if I can add to that because
I was just an example on my list. Like, honestly, I actually changed it in the note after you said that because I didn't want to talk about it.
I do remember that, but Josh is such a clean person. It's hard.
It's not about being dirty. I don't know how to describe it. Look up boyfriend air on TikTok. And
Is it something that you've been deep diving on TikTok?
No, I just saw it and I was like, wow, I feel like that is true. Like,
Interesting.
I feel like I leave discombobulated.
I do feel like I would leave discombobulated just because I don't have my like 40-step routine.
That
I
is
think
the
that's
hardest
probably
part.
more of it. Like, I'm not gua shaing my face. I'm not putting my hair up in the way that I like.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of going to sleep.
Yeah.
You know
And
what I mean?
think it changes everything.
Yeah.
Because I really do have like a 40-step evening routine. Mm-hmm. It's a whole thing. And like at this point, and this maybe is my issue, being single for so long and now in my 30s, like I can't imagine going to a man's house. I also don't want a man in my bed.
Don't.
So that's a huge, I'm gonna maybe have to see somebody about that.
One of my clients is buying a house. Her and her husband are having separate rooms.
Really?
Yeah, she's like, I just
feel
like
a
sleeping
lot of
alone.
a lot of people do that.
Yeah, my sister and her boyfriend, they sleep in separate beds.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, she's got her own little room suite upstairs.
Good for her.
And she's like, he snores. I don't like sleeping next to him.
Honestly, I couldn't do snoring. Nick like breathes with his mouth open for half a second when we're watching TV, and I'll close his little lips.
He needs to mouth tape.
He needs mouth tape.
He doesn't do it at night though. It's like when we're watching TV. It's like sometimes
He doesn't
and I'm
snore
like,
at night? Are you sure?
Yeah, because I wouldn't be able to fall asleep if we didn't. If he did that, because that's what I'm saying is like, if he snored in the slightest or mouth breathed at all, I'd be like,
You hate
we're
mouth
done.
breathing.
We're done.
Yeah, but he's really good about it.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, so I can get wanting to have separate bedrooms.
Yeah. Also having your own closet, your own, like, I want my own aesthetic. Like, I want doily little comforters. I want cute pinks and blues and like really romantic feeling. I don't think Josh is ever going to want that. I don't know if any man is really ever going to want that.
No.
Oh my God. Could you just have separate houses from your man and just go over and visit him? every
No,
once in a while?
because then that's where the like disheveledness comes in. Is because you're. This is me every
'cause
time.
you have to leave the
I'm
house.
bringing a full skincare routine every
at
time
this
I
point,
come over.
I have a mini fridge in my bathroom that I keep like my
do.
skincare and stuff. I'd have to bring the fridge
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
and then the body lotion and then the drawer of stuff
Too much.
and then my little matching PJs and my silk bonnet and my silk mask and my mouth tape.
Your castor oil.
No, I can't.
Too much.
He'd have to come to me. What? Because what does he have? His 3-in-1 shampoo He can make the trip.
I feel like you wouldn't even let him sleep in your bed without like a shower.
No. You know the rules. I
know.
have huge rules about any person who comes to my house. If you're even in my bedroom, you can't have outside clothes. If the clothes have been outside, they're tainted. If you've been outside, you're tainted.
I agree.
If you're going to be in my room, you have to wash yourself and then put on fresh clothing.
I agree.
It is really gross.
It's disgusting.
Even if you're in sweatpants, this is how I would do it. Even if I'm in sweatpants downstairs on my own couch, I will change into my pajamas right before bed because those were my house clothes.
Yes.
No.
So now I'm in my
you lost
sleep
me there.
clothes.
You've lost me there.
Because we've got a dog in the house right
Dogs.
now, and she's got so much. She's a shedder. We love her, but she's a shedder. So my cute matching PJs that go into my nice silk sheets are not going to have been downstairs.
I understand.
On the couch where people have frankly put their dirty clothes and their dirty bodies.
Wow.
So I will wear a different set of clothes downstairs once I've showered and everything and done my whole night routine, and I'll come back upstairs and I'll put on my PJs that are going into the bed.
I love that.
You got a lot of time on your hands, sister.
Do you?
No, I don't.
Do you ladies want to play a game?
Yes.
Okay.
This is her secret game.
Okay.
Do we need our whiteboards?
Yeah. Well, you don't need them. No, you don't need them.
Oh.
Okay. So
Should we?
No, I don't think
you made us bring them.
Okay, yeah. Get the whiteboards. Get the whiteboards.
Well,
Come on.
now is it unnecessary?
No, just get them. Okay. While they're getting their whiteboards, unbeknownst to Madeline and Sheyda, I have gone deep
Uh-oh.
into the Facebook archives. And
Sorry.
I have pulled statuses from the three of us.
No.
Some real embarrassing statuses.
What?
We are going to play a game called Who Said That? Who said that?
Summer, this is
This
really
is actually
evil.
so embarrassing.
Okay, so,
No.
so I'm going to read off
Wait,
a
I actually
status.
might start crying.
I am
You
going to
can't
read
say
off.
that. No.
Why are you tearing? She's already tearing up.
I'm going to read off a status. I
I'm
want
so
you to write
upset.
down
Do you
whether
have your own?
This
Yes.
might be friendship
whether you
ending,
think
actually.
it's who said that. Was it me? Was it Sheyda? Or was it Madeline?
I'm so upset.
Okay. Here we go. The first status was: judging a person does not define who they are. It defines who you are. Who do you think said that? And you have 5 seconds. Madeline said Sheyda. Sheyda said Summer. The correct answer was Madeline. And that was from November 6, 2011.
Oh my God.
Okay. The next status was 2 hours in the house by myself. ... I may or may not turn the music up and get down with my bad self. Who said that?
I'm gonna go.
Sheyda wrote Sheyda. Madeline wrote Sheyda. The correct answer is Sheyda. And that was from...
I can't keep writing Sheyda for every answer.
That was from September 20, 2012.
Okay, well.
Okay.
It was cool to be cringy, okay?
Okay. The next quote
Down with my
is...
bad self.
Stop, I
I'm
knew it
actually
was
gonna start
you.
falling.
You were the guy of my dreams, but I'm finally waking up. Who said that?
I have a really bad feeling. This wasn't me, but I put something.
Y'all should let the Sansons guess too.
I unfortunately, yeah.
Madeline said Summer. Sheyda said Madeline.
And also, Sophia says Madeline. Carmen says Summer.
I didn't know Summer was involved. I changed my answer to Summer.
Okay, the correct answer was Madeline from October 29, 2011.
Dude, I'm telling you, nothing is more traumatizing than logging on to Facebook and being like, revisit this status from 10 years ago. And it's something like that every time I get on Facebook. I'm like, God, I
have to
shouldn't
be
have been
honest
allowed
with you
on
guys.
the internet.
Every time I've opened a Facebook and it's had one of those perfect ones, I've deleted it.
Well,
Oh.
you didn't delete all of them. All right, next one is whatever I wrote on your yearbook, I meant. Wink, wink. Who said that? Madeline said Sheyda. Sheyda said Sheyda.
I say Summer.
Sophia says,
Summer, but Sheyda seems confident.
and then
Summer.
the correct answer was Summer.
The wink, wink, it really had me because Summer, I feel like, was a little frisky
Wait,
back then.
why do you keep writing my name?
Yeah, Madeline
way,
is not
you're my
said
enemy,
Sheyda.
actually.
Okay, next one. You said it right. This morning, I am 21, ... And yes, I do smell like it too. Hashtag
Ew.
morning after. Who said that?
I just looked at Sheyda's.
Sheyda wrote Summer. Madeline wrote Summer.
There's no way I wrote that.
We were looking at old pictures of Sheyda from Facebook.
The correct answer was Sheyda, September 5th, 2013.
Ew, Sheyda! And I smell like it.
You said it right. This morning I am 21, ... And yes, I do smell like it too. # morning after.
I want to kill myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who allowed us on the internet? I mean,
I'm
you said
deleting
that at
everything.
21, so
I'm
that's...
deleting everything on my Facebook.
Next quote. The more guys I meet, the more I realize you're the only guy I want to be with. Who said that? Erin, who said that?
I want to say you, but I think it was Madeline.
Okay. Sophia, who said that?
Madeline.
Carmen, who said that?
Madeline.
Bitch, you just read hair.
Madeline wrote Madeline. Sheyda wrote Madeline. The correct answer is Madeline.
I'm telling you guys, I was in the fields in like 2009, 2010. I was cranking these out like it was my job.
Okay. Next one. Bravo. You thought you could get to me, but you never will. Happy living. What is up?
Happy living.
Who said that?
I feel like I don't want to keep...
Sheyda wrote Sheyda, and Madeline wrote Sheyda.
Quit
I
writing
think
my
we
name.
all
Summer
think
doesn't
Sheyda.
watch Bravo. I knew that was you.
Carmen, Sophia, and Dugan all think Sheyda.
Okay, unfortunately, that was Summer.
Sheyda, you
Wow.
wrote Sheyda.
Yeah,
I didn't
just
think
assumed.
Summer, what did you watch?
I was writing like Bravo.
Yeah,
Not like
I wasn't thinking it was like
Bravo.
yeah.
Oh, I thought I'm like, Summer doesn't watch Bravo.
Okay, 2 more quotes. Party, my house, 6:30. Who said that?
Sheyda.
Who wrote that? Madeline said Summer. Sheyda said Summer.
I don't think it was Sheyda because you weren't allowed to have parties in high school.
Yeah, but she liked to have them when her parents were out of town. She
Yeah,
thought
but
it was
they
cool.
were my friends on
But
Facebook.
would it have been? Yeah.
I think Madeline.
Correct answer was Summer.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't think I would have been ballsy enough to put something like that on my Facebook.
I would not have been.
No.
last quote. I flipping love Duck Dynasty. ... Just saying. Who said that?
I'm seriously going to drive off a cliff.
Sheyda wrote Sheyda.
The one time I didn't write you.
Madeline wrote Madeline. The correct answer is Sheyda. And that was from October 18, 2012.
Oh.
And that was, who said that?
Thank God I
Thanks
stopped
for
doing that.
playing.
Honestly, that's iconic.
You guys, I literally logged into my Twitter and deleted everything.
Good. It's probably for the best, especially if this podcast takes off.
Yeah, you're completely right. You guys can't see it, but Sophia's behind the camera holding up horrific photos of me.
Sheyda has
From
the
my
most iconic
Send it.
Facebook photos.
From my Sweet 16.
Send it. We'll put it up on the screen.
These are all going to Dugan.
Perfect.
This is horribly upsetting.
A lot of them are in the shared album because Sheyda's Facebook truly is iconic.
Thank you so much. It's chuggy.
Guys, I think we should start putting moody statuses back up. And really just like
will never.
the amount of just like everybody being like on the way to the grocery store, BRB, like what were we doing?
Now, you know what? I think this is why I have so much anxiety around posting anything on Instagram or anything else is because the statuses are reminiscent of the horrific Facebook status updates.
Well, the reason I was writing Sheyda so much is because we went through a period in college where we cleaned her social media up, her Instagram at least, because no one was reading her Facebook statuses from 2010. But her Instagram had some cringy stuff on there,
Horribly
and we
cringy.
were cleaning. So I've seen a lot of her weird stuff. So I'm like, okay, this is definitely doesn't sound like me. But I guess it was me.
A lot of yours were like moody
That's what I'm
quotes and like, I love this boy so much, but he doesn't love me back. What do I do?
I have no idea. I'm telling you guys.
Way to throw yourself
It
under
was
the
the
bus.
all-girls school.
Yeah, it was. I'm telling you, I was
Made you
so
moody.
deprived from male attention.
Yeah.
I just had to get it out through Facebook.
Did the man you have a crush on follow you on Facebook?
1,000%, which is even worse.
Did he know you were talking about him?
Probably not.
Did you guys
I hope not.
Did you guys ever do that thing where it was like my status for a rate? And then like people would like your status and you'd like literally rate people, but like with a secret like number that they'd
Yeah.
send you or something. They'd
Yeah.
comment, or I don't know how it would work. Maybe
Yeah.
they'd DM you a number. And then you'd be like secretly posting about them, like number 334, like you're really cute. Like we should hang sometime.
Yeah.
No.
Or it'd be like for a review, and then you'd go to their page and be like, I think you're super sweet. I love having chemistry with you. We should talk more. It always was like some way to get into your crush's DMs.
Facebook was an open forum. Like we were having full on back and forth conversations, like for the public to see, which is so embarrassing.
Horrible.
And I'm happy we did it.
Yes, Aaron.
Madeline, every time you do an impression of like a younger self, you sound like that dream phone game. Didn't we talk about this one time? Where it's like you pick up the phone, it's like ring, ring. You're old enough for this, Sophia. And then it's like, hey, your crush is at the mall. He's not wearing glasses. You know what I'm talking about?
Wait, what? This is scratching something in my brain. What is this?
It's like this phone. It's this game called Dream Phone, and it would ring, and like while you're playing the board game, and someone would have to pick it up, and it'd be like, "Hey, your crush is at the mall. He's not wearing khakis." And you'd have to try to guess who it is.
Oh my God, yes.
We'll get an old version of it. And y'all can play it next podcast.
We can play it next podcast. Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy.
Summer, that was cruel.
Yeah, that was. You did not do enough of yourself, and yours were not that bad. Party at my house, that's a cool status. Shut up.
Okay,
party at my house, 6:30
What you just
p.m.
said about us really exposed
And then
some
you
childhood
said
trauma.
that the 21 and I smell like it. The comparison is unbelievably.
You guys had some really bad statuses. I looked through mine and I was like,
She was just a cool,
cool
tiny blonde girl in high school.
No.
Mine were very much the BRB going to the grocery store. Mine was like documenting literally everything that I was doing in like a one little sentence. You guys had like feeling to yours. It was really nice actually.
I'm so fucking mad.
Okay, you actually had a bonus one, and it was like unexpected night ... ended at the police station, and I was like, that's very Sheyda.
No.
But I was like, just in case that's not a good moment, I don't know. 2010 was a weird time.
It's giving like when someone would post like their little like hospital bracelet. They went to get like an X-ray for something, and they're like, "Don't text in the hospital." Like that's what tough night. Ended up at the police station. Don't text. Hoping that people would text.
I made a status about my brother. I was like, please pray for my little brother. And somebody goes, what's wrong with him? And I go, he's having an organ removed. And my friend Carly goes, Summer, he's getting his appendix out.
He's having major surgery.
He's having an organ removed, like his heart.
I mean, she's not wrong.
I mean, I guess it's a little different than like a kidney. But thanks for playing.
Yeah, that was good.
That was fun. I hope I didn't put you too much on the hot seat. Listen, a lot of those I feel like could have been any of us.
Yeah.
You know?
I wonder when it went through the Duck Dynasty phase.
Yeah. You also flippin' loved No Doubt. There was a lot of I flippin' loved this.
Flippin'.
Okay,
because she wasn't
No
allowed
Doubt
to swear
to this
online.
day is my favorite band of all time. And I actually got to see them live in concert.
That's amazing.
I'm sure you put a status up about it.
I'm sure you did.
I probably did.
Yeah, you definitely did.
Actually, no, I didn't because it was when I was older. Thank God I was done.
Your frontal lobe was done developing.
It was done developing, and it knew to never, ever go to Facebook. I honestly never open Facebook. Do you?
Yeah.
I'm on Facebook. Yeah. I love Facebook.
I feel like my last job got me on Facebook a lot more.
I'm hooked.
Sophia is adamantly rejecting my statement that I don't go on Facebook. I don't go on Facebook.
You don't have to add this in there, but she does. You used to, before TikTok was a thing, you would look at Facebook videos all the time because I'd be like, Sheyda, why are you on Facebook?
Okay,
the only people
I
on
retract
Facebook
that
are
statement.
90.
I do go and watch like dog
And you would
videos
send
for
me
hours.
messages.
Yep.
I'd be like, I'm not
Messages.
getting on Facebook to watch this, Sheyda. This ended probably a year ago.
I love animal videos.
Sophia, the only time I get a Facebook message, I always message the person back, no matter what it is. I go, is this a scam? Because who messages me on Facebook? It's like, you
Sheyda.
gotta check this
Sheyda
out.
does.
I'm like, is this a scam? What's going on? Was your Facebook hacked?
No one's re-downloading the Messenger app for you, Sheyda. Sorry.
Literally.
Just so everyone knows, I'm not like talking to people on Facebook or updating anything. I am sending you dog videos though, for sure.
Yeah, I am talking to people on Facebook.
Summer has statuses.
Yeah, I'll update my grandma once in a while. Hey, Graham, just want to let you know I'm doing good. Okay, well, that was fun. Thanks for indulging me.
I love that. Is anyone doing anything fun for spring break? Does anyone have any trips coming up?
Yes.
What?
I'm going to Cabo for my oldest cousin's wedding. And I've never been to Cabo, and she's super bougie. And I'm going with my sister-in-law, Jess, and my cousin, Grace. And it is going to be a blast. Also, please send me bikini recommendations if anybody has bikini
I have been
recommendations.
falling back in love with Frankie's bikinis.
Okay, I'll go. I just need new stuff.
But I need them to be really low cut on me just for the way my stomach is.
Short torso. I feel you. It's really tough.
You have a long torso, so you don't need that.
You
You
can
can
wear
do the
anything.
high-waisted thing. I feel like high-waisted bikinis on me, something horrible happens.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
I agree.
How about you guys? Anything? Spring break?
I'm going to Florida to see my family.
Love it.
So, yeah.
What are the dates of spring break? What does this qualify as?
March through April, I consider spring break time, right?
Well, you want to know what's weird is here, and I don't know what it was like for you, but I feel like we were probably on the same schedule, is we had 1 week in February and 1 week in April always, but everyone else does 2 weeks in March here or like a week in March. But we always had
One and
week
one.
in April.
I actually remember that.
I'm going to Stagecoach.
Fun. Is this your first time?
Yeah.
Where is Stagecoach? Is that in California?
Yeah, it's in Southern California.
Oh, fun.
We've done Old Chilla,
Yes.
But-
That was so fun.
not Stagecoach.
Stagecoach.
Well, ladies, episode 8 in the books.
Love it.
We talked about a lot. Did we cover everything? I think we did.
Yeah.
I think we did good.
Anyways, guys, come see us next time. We love ya.